Fools.
Fools.
He's like, what the fuck are we doing? Hell yeah, dude. It's good to be back in thine studio. It's good to be here, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta carpe all those DMs.
No, it's like no matter how many times we do this, I still have no idea how to start a podcast.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious because
It's like
you just gotta get into the flow sometimes, and sometimes it might take longer than other times.
All right. You know,
That's okay. It's okay, baby girl. It's okay.
I'm not going to cut that, but everything in me is saying, cut that.
I mean, you do what you do, producer. Yeah. He's the producer of the podcast now, dude.
Yeah, so all the technical difficulties are all Josh's fault. So
That can't be right. I don't think you can be called the producer and also have everything not be your fault.
yeah, nothing is my fault, and every single time I'm left to pick up the pieces.
Except last time my fucking mic was perfect and your mic was shit.
Yeah, there was also that one whole time I forgot to press record a whole episode with a guest. And
I mean, there's been plenty
it.
of times where I also forgot to press record on like the video side, or like where I forgot to delete videos, or maybe forgot to plug my phone in and it died.
Yep.
You know, it's a good, fun struggle having a podcast of your own with nobody helping. You get to learn all these different things through all your different failures, and it's a beautiful process. You know what I mean?
I really I'm every time though I'm like, what can we possibly do to reel the people in the beginning of the podcast? Because you know most of them have like an introduction. Most podcasts have like a little like,
but don't.
Yeah, like just some dumb shit, some dumb little bullshit at the beginning. I mean, ours definitely has some dumb little bullshit at the beginning.
That's okay.
I think we should revise it though. But
yeah, we should definitely put some more production
into that.
Some
dumb little shit at the beginning, and then it's just like haha. Then they're like coming off a laugh or some shit. I'm like, were you talking before this? Like,
are you talking about just throwing in a laugh track in the background?
They're just like, oh wow, and then you're just okay.
Or you just fucking have like a fucking soundboard and just like applause type shit. It's like
well, here we are. Just I guess when you watch a podcast, you're so used to it.
Yeah.
That you're just like, oh, okay, that sounds right. So when we're like, welcome back, people are like, that sounds something someone would say. That sounds like something on a podcast would say.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, what do you say? Like, what's the proper? Like, I'm sure because the thing is, when you watch a podcast, you're like, that's what you say, and then you're sitting in the seat. That sounds dumb as fuck.
I mean, I feel like anything like when you overanalyze it can start to sound stupid in most cases. Like, no matter what, like you could say almost anything to open up a podcast, and if you really like broke it down, it would kind of seem like maybe either unnecessary or overestimating or some shit that you probably didn't expect to actually be included in that greeting. So, like, I mean, even if you came out with, like, welcome back, bitches, then it'd be like, all right, well,
that's the start of our podcast.
That's his thing. So, I mean, I don't know if I like it, but.
How did Alex Jones start his?
Screaming? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we could just start it, I guess, like have some smooth jazz in the beginning. Welcome back. This is the Fine and Dandy podcast. You're tuning in today. Just like fucking really calm. Thank you so much.
You're tuning into the groovy tunes of the Fine and Dandy podcast. Damn, my shit is
so much
not on mute. That's my bad.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, smooth jazz.
Just came out to play.
Think about it. Like somebody, it's funny when I think of radio stations and then they're just like playing music and it's like, this has been so and so for KRBC Radio.
Right.
Keep grooving, y'all. Here's another track I like to say by whatever. Keep it smooth.
And this goes out to all the ladies.
Yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, almost everything sounds dumb. But like, I don't think there is a good way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like you just have to be maybe confident in what you're saying and just like keep saying it, and then eventually some people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's his thing. He's that guy." And
Yeah,
I guess
Doofles.
eventually it becomes a custom.
You just open every episode with Doofles, Doofles, and then that's the intro every time.
I mean, I'm cool with it as long as we don't get sued by whoever makes this show.
Do they even? They probably discontinued. But I feel like that company, if we ever got big, would come out of retirement just to be like, "Hey, that's our thing." First of all, you haven't made shit in 20 years.
Look at this silly guy. You really want to take credit for this? Fuck you, Mr. Company.
Yeah, Mr. Company. That's my name, Mr. Company. Random thought though. You just remind me with the Doofles thing. Do you remember that Tanak Tan? Do you remember that video? It was like Tanak Tan. Like Tanak Tan. Like what is it?
No, I don't remember that.
It was
What
like,
was it, like a Vine or some shit?
Nah, it was a YouTube. It was back when YouTube, like back before,
YouTube.
back in the old days.
Back in the old days of the internet.
Internet, back when I was, when I was a kid.
Back in the wild west of the internet.
Yeah. Before Vine was a thing, and it was back when YouTube. Dude, honestly, before YouTube, I was on the internet before YouTube was big. I was there.
I did it before it was cool.
I saw it with my eyes.
Your eyes?
I witnessed it. There was like just random ass websites that had random ass shit. There was funnyjunk.com. It was eBombs World.
Okay.
There was there's one that was just all like stick animations. I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of sick because they had games. It was all stick figures, but they had a bunch of animations. There's one called Joe Zombie, bro.
Okay.
That one was fire. Zombie.
This was just like all like
murdering a bunch of stick figures.
I was gonna say, are these like videos or like games or like a
Yeah.
little of both?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Back in the old days.
Back in the day on the computer lab in 6th grade type shit.
I wouldn't have gotten on those websites then. But I think YouTube in 6th grade was like a thing.
Really?
YouTube had already like kind of blown up. You had like Jenna Marbles and
Okay.
Dawson's. Like
When we were 12?
yeah. How to be a ninja and shit like that. That was
Oh, okay.
taking it back. I mean, if anyone remembers that, like how to be a nerd or was what it was. How to be a gangsta, I think was like the #1 hit.
Oh shit! I do
Yeah,
remember
it was the
those.
Asian Asian kids.
How to be a ninja.
They were
how to
really
be a gangsta.
bad.
I remember those YouTube videos.
Yeah, they were
actually, now that
awful.
You mentioned it, yeah.
They were really bad, but they were bangers. Honestly, they hit. They hit at the time. No, but before that, you had eBombs World and you had like Funny Junk and shit like that. There was other ones I went on. I can't remember. But basically, you went on there. They did have games on there. And then yeah, they also had videos on there, but like unsolicited content. Funny Junk was more funny shit, but like, also like unsolicited. Like there was on eBombs World, you would find more of the shit that you would have found on Argor on Reddit. Bad shit.
I don't know.
Car crashes and people getting beheaded. That would have been on that one.
That's your thing, right?
I mean, no. I mean, but then you went on Funny Junk and you'd find more just of stuff. For example, there was a video. It was the Smurfs, but it wasn't. It was basically a rap video. I don't remember what it was called, but the main chorus was what was her name? It was the only girl Smurf was made by Gargamel. I don't know if you know the lore of Smurfs.
I definitely haven't seen any.
So
of
the girl Smurf is basically made by Gargamel, which is the
Okay.
guy who hates the Smurfs, tries to kidnap him.
Okay.
And shit. He
Fuck that
created
guy.
her to infiltrate the Smurfs, but Smurfs and Papa
So
Smurf
she
is
was
so
a
pure of
Smurf
heart.
spy.
Yeah, but Papa Smurf
Super
was
Smurf spy.
so pure.
He turned her into
A good spy.
A good Smurf.
Yeah.
Or double agent.
Double agent. No.
Double agent Smurf.
Yeah, no, but she switched sides. But essentially, anyways, the video is her saying, "Papa Smurf, can you lick my ass?"
What?
And then it cuts to Papa Smurf, and then he's like, "Yeah, lick my ass, bitch." Yeah. Yeah. That
Why?
was, and then there was a lot of parody videos of different songs that were also very inappropriate. But yeah, they were all. It was a weird time.
Okay.
Weird time for the internet. Great time in my. Great time for the kids.
Yeah, I definitely cannot relate to a lot of that. I definitely have never been on Argor. You've told me stories about what you've done on Reddit, and
But that was a different age of the internet.
I mean,
That was like a different time. That was later.
regardless of the point.
That was later years.
What
That
do
was-
you mean, like later years? Like,
You know, like, that was like Reddit for me was probably like 7th grade. Like
we were just
9th or
talking
10th.
about 6th grade, and you're like, no, that's later. Like the
Yeah,
year,
nah,
like
I mean, but
just
I was on-
directly the year after.
yeah, no, but I was on those websites 8 or 9 years old. So like
Jesus.
2nd grade. I was already on that shit.
Okay. Where were you utilizing these websites? Like at the
That living room
library?
computer.
Oh,
That living room
okay.
computer. You know, you have one computer in the house.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
But I was up late night. You know, everyone's going to bed. Yeah, I just and they're like, oh shit. Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
kind of crazy.
You're a bad kid.
Yeah, you go back in the days, one computer per household. Now we have laptops and shit. That Wi-Fi. No, not even Wi-Fi. It was fucking. I think we had dial-up for a little bit of time, and then we got.
No dial up.
and
Fuck
then
dial up.
We had Time
Fuck
Warner.
that.
Time Warner cable,
Yeah.
which is now Xfinity. I think it's something. It was something else before Xfinity.
I thought Time Warner Cable got bought by like AT&T, like the Uverse shit. I might be wrong. It
Nah,
might be
because Time Warner
Xfinity
Cable was
now.
a cable company. Got bought out
Right.
by Xfinity.
Oh, they got bought by Xfinity.
Yeah, but I
for
think
some reason, I
Xfinity
thought-
was something before, right?
wasn't it like connected to one of like the major networks?
What do you mean?
Like I thought Xfinity like was a branch of one of the major like internet providers,
Maybe.
or not
Uh,
internet networks. Fuck, I don't know. Hold on,
Yeah.
I can look it up. Xfinity origins.
Comcast. So it's
There you
Comcast
go.
now. It's
That's what I was saying.
Xfinity's Comcast. That's what it is.
Yeah,
All right, that's why I was like, what am I missing here? So Comcast was Time Warner Cables. Time Warner Cable, and then Comcast. It switched over into. Do I remember you? I remember what the Time Warner Cable store used to look like.
Bro, I do too. I remember
shit was
going
weird.
there type
Had
shit.
DVRs and shit in there.
TVs and
TV
shit.
Yeah, bro. You remember
It
that?
was
That shit was
weird,
kind of.
yeah.
It was kind of weird when you think
It was
back.
cool because they had like a wall of TVs, and when you're a kid, they're like,
Oh
this
yeah.
shit's crazy. But now looking back on it, it's like, oh, it's just Best Buy.
It was a little bit less. It was a shittier version of that, but it was still. Honestly, stores were just different. But everything is so. Now everything's more privatized, I guess,
Yeah.
company wise. So stores are a little bit more, what's the word? I'm drawing.
Poop butt.
Yeah, that was the one I was.
That's the one you wanted, right?
More specific. Every store's more specific to your needs now. Instead of going to one store and you're, it's fucking, I can get everything in here. You know, like Bed Bath and Beyond. I can buy a lawnmower. I mean, it's not
Right.
like that, but like our old Sears. I can buy a lawnmower. I can buy my washer and dryer, or I can buy clothes. Now you don't need to do. I guess it's harder for some stores to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Easier to not do that. But that'd be sick as fuck if more stores were like that.
That's true.
Because you could just go in. Where am I going to go to find this? Oh, fuck yeah. They have everything over there. They get Christmas cards if you need them. They got bath shit, fucking clothes. Walmart, I guess, is still kind of like that. Walmart fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stores are kind of like that. I mean, Target's kind of like a more, I guess, profit margin like based. Like they do have like a lot of good stuff, I guess you could say. Like even their clothing isn't bad. I used to work at Target for a little bit. Their clothing isn't the worst, but it's a little bit more pricey than other like Walmart and shit like that, as well as all the groceries. Like it's for some reason things are just like a little bit more seem like a little bit more
No,
taxed.
They are more taxed at Target.
Right.
Who the fuck
But-
goes grocery shopping at Target?
A lot of people. There's like a culture. There's like a culture of people that go and get whatever they need at Target.
Like maybe I get items.
Yeah.
Like clothing, not clothing necessarily, but like camping shit maybe, or like little like outdoor shit. They have some good, decent deals, blankets,
I mean,
Little,
when
like,
you say
household
deals,
things.
it's like you can get that deal anywhere. To get it there is just the idea of like I can get all my shit here at once. So it's kind of like what you're talking about. This is like it's not as specific
they do
to
have pretty-
certain items.
They do have pretty good deals on shit. Like when I look up online and shit for certain things, if you like price check it to Walmart to Target, I mean, relatively, it's still like really good. But if you're talking in terms of groceries, absolutely not. It's not not an ideal place to go grocery shopping at.
I mean, all I'm saying is there are these places where it's like there's a culture built around them where it's almost like not about the prices anymore. It's like people kind of just go there because like I shop at Target only, or I'm a HEB shopper type shit. It's like I mean I'm gonna go to the nearest grocery store that I live by. So currently I'm a Kroger shopper. So
That's fair. You're asleep though. HEB's right there too.
Nice. It's not that much closer.
5 minutes.
It's not closer.
Not that much further either. You literally just hit hallway.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'd rather just like go to the closer spot. I mean, HEB is nice too. Don't get me wrong. I would go there for like sushi and shit like that.
That's it.
Well, because they make it fresh right there in front of you.
HEB brand's better than Kroger brand. Yeah.
Like what?
Average. Just in their groceries.
Yeah, I mean, for like some of the produce, I mean, for the most part, Kroger has everything I need. I'm not out here fucking Chef Boyardeeing shit up.
I enjoy HEB a little bit more. They have a little bit more.
See, but even that,
items.
it's like, that's a culture thing, like, right? Like you, from your experience, you enjoy this grocery store more than this other grocery store, which is kind of a fucking hilarious premise if you think about it.
Anyone who goes grocery shopping, especially in this area in Texas, everyone would easily, it's not much of an argument.
So going back on it,
would say HEB, and then you'd probably, like, in terms of nice, like HEB for sure,
I'm
right?
not out here saying Kroger's a great place to fucking
no, you're saying
shop at.
But what I'm saying is everyone would say HEB. Kroger's a close set because there's almost a Kroger everywhere, so that's like the best, like.
Well, in our area at least.
Yeah, it's like the best local kind of grocery store. You know, that's gonna be like right down the street from. So breathing tough over here. What's going on? But
Going
yeah,
for it right now.
so I mean, most people would say Kroger. Target would be a third in term, but I mean, some people love Target. Mostly middle-aged white moms. Not, I mean, I feel like that's a target. That's the target graphic.
The target audience or demographic, yeah.
Am I right?
No, I mean, all I'm saying is
and then Walmart last.
That's
sure.
like a specific to our location thing, because isn't HEB like only a Texas company? So like,
I think there might be a couple other places.
So outside of anybody in Texas, like HEB's nowhere near the top because it doesn't exist in their state, right? So that's what I'm saying. So you have to like, I guess like the demographic for I guess our area, yeah, people would probably say HEB's better in certain areas, but that also goes kind of back to like marketing, right? Like literally they have commercials that says here everything's better. Like
I have never seen an HEB.
You've never seen an HEB commercial?
No.
You've never seen an HEB commercial?
I can't remember last time I watched cable.
HEB is the only fucking grocery store I've ever seen a commercial for. How about that? Yes.
That's crazy. I don't remember any HEB commercials.
Dude, that shit's hilarious.
Can you name one?
I could look one up real quick.
Can you name one? Do you remember?
What do you mean name one? Can you name a commercial? Name a commercial for me. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can name a commercial.
Yeah, name one for me. What's it called?
You want me to? Reese's Puffs.
That's not the name of it.
Peanut butter it's the Reese's Puff commercial.
Okay, so
peanut butter chocolate flavor Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
The HEB commercial. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you explain what do they do in the commercial?
They explain the fucking store, and I think it's like the owner is like he fucking does some, like shit like that. Hold on, I'm gonna look it
up. You're not selling me on this one.
They have like it's like they have partnership with like all the Houston players. Like they have JJ Watt has his like signature shit like with partnership with HEB, so they'll have him on there. Like look, they first of all they have all types of fucking commercials. Fucking Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili Spurs retirement ranch HEB fucking sponsored commercials.
These are, bro.
999,000 views.
I've never seen any. I'm mad that people go on YouTube to watch
HEB's
commercials.
YouTube channel has 62,000 subscribers. I need to know when they're dropping their next shit, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like that's all I'm saying.
Holy shit.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, but nah, for real though. But they do have coupons in store too, so you I mean Kroger does too. They're not as good, but I feel like HEB though.
You're brainwashed, bro. It's a grocery store.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the new HEB?
Yeah, dude.
That shit's sick as fuck.
Have you seen the new Whole Foods in our area? That shit's the fucking. I don't even know what to say there. I don't know.
I think Whole Foods is more expensive.
It's
though.
definitely more expensive, but it's also a culture thing. It's like I shop at Whole Foods. I'm rich, bitch.
Sprouts.
What's that? Like
It's
Brussels sprouts?
It's like Whole Foods.
Is that a place? Sprouts? Is that a?
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Like it's Whole Foods, but it's not. It's Sprouts.
Good.
Whole
Good,
Foods,
good.
Sprouts. Honestly, in my opinion, if you shop at like Sam's Club, no, if you shop at Costco, where they keep the cost low,
Hey.
that's a culture thing. I don't know anyone who has a Costco membership. I don't know one person, but that's also probably because I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. I mean,
you know how much?
I mean, I know people with Costco memberships, but like,
you know how much you have to buy? You have to buy
full adults with children.
Yeah, who need a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You're going in. It's like, sir, you can't buy one box of cereal. You have to get at least 12 boxes of cereal.
You have to get 12 boxes of cereal and 8 gallons of milk.
It's like, I don't need all that. Well, sir,
you fucking got a Costco membership, so now you have to pay the price.
you want one TV? That's not
a thing. We do by the fives.
We do bundles here.
We fully function your whole home. It's like, I live in an apartment. It's like, well, beautiful. You're about to have 3 TVs in your restroom.
Here's the thing. You can get one TV for $300, or you can get 3 TVs priced at $150. I guess
you get 2 extra TVs for another $150. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with 3 TVs? It's like, sir, 3 TVs, $450 plus tax right now. Give me your credit card.
I don't, sir.
You don't understand the steal you're getting right now.
You're like at Walmart or anywhere else when they have the checkers at the door. You're like, hey, thanks, have a nice day. You're walking out of excuse me, sir, did you only get one?
Whoa. We got a fucking idiot over
This
here.
guy thinks you can just get single items. It's just wholesale, bitch. Get back in there. Go buy the box.
Where's your grocery list, bitch? You walked in here with just 3 things on your mind. That's not an option here, whore. You go buy a hot dog and think about what you need.
Hey, that's the thing though. They do have those dollar like what was it, $1 hot dogs?
Dollar dogs.
And they told
there's inflation probably like
no. The owner of Costco said no matter what happens, he will never raise the price of those hot dogs.
Hey, that's a homie.
Because they're not real meat. He didn't say that. I can only assume though.
He couldn't say that, but it's implied.
Yeah. He said, "Look, we
will never have to raise the price of this.
We're getting dumb deals. We're honestly stealing meat from other places you don't want to know. So it's like it's not very costly, but it's not very healthy.
Not very costly to Costco for us to get these dollar dogs out to you ASAP."
Someone was a real advocate for their pizzas too. They were like, dude, those pizzas hit though. I was like, all right. Hey, the cultures.
The pizzas at Sam's Club used to smack, dude.
Dude, that's what they say. Isn't it kind of crazy though? Like, just like place to place, culture wise, it's a place for like wholesale items, and you go in there like, oh, dude, they're deli though. That's what I go for. Like, dog, what?
What'd you say? Yeah, bro. That boar's head at Kroger. Fucking hold on.
When you're getting your sandwich made from the deli lady at Kroger, it's a vibe. Now, you know that you go to the grocery store a lot. Now, honestly, that might have to be my routine when I get older. You go into whatever grocery store is your favorite grocery store. Hope they have a deli. You go in, you get a sandwich made, and you leave after you get grocery shop.
Damn, yeah. I wanted to confirm this before I said it, but
and the bakery at HEB is fucking sick.
Did you know Walmart and Sam's are owned by the same people? So and they're like right next to each other. So they're like, hey, look, if you're ready to buy fucking 8 TVs all at once, come over here. But if you're looking for just one, that's cool too. Go across the street. It said if you're shopping in moderation, Walmart is the place for you. But if you need everything all at once right now, are you prepping for another pandemic? Please come down to Sam's Club.
Real shit. Honestly, I hate Walmart. It's just too big for me. It's too much surface area for me to cover to go across from one fucking area to another. I mean,
see, that's kind of how I feel about the Buc-ee's over in Texas City. It's like people love Buc-ee's in our area. And
hey,
I get it. I'm not against it, but that bitch is just too big. That bitch is fucking
the one in
retardedly
Texas
huge.
City?
Yeah.
It is pretty big. But, I mean, to be fair, there's a bunch of shit. Like, they have a full-on fucking barbecue space. And
no, yeah, they have everything.
House maybe. Yeah, it's in
They have
there.
everything.
They do have everything.
For no reason.
It's for those of you who, I mean, everyone that's
This is a
listening.
gas station we're referring to.
Gas station. Buc-ee's.
They have a fucking bakery.
That's true. The restrooms are always clean, too.
Restrooms are fucking mad clean.
How you know those workers hate their job?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they get paid well, but they probably have a fucking manager breathing down their neck like, how many toilets have you plunged today?
So,
you haven't met your quota. Get in there, take a shit, clog the toilet, and then plunge that shit out right now, Jeremy.
You guys told me they found a speck on the sink. What's this all about? You have something to say to me? Something you want to tell me?
The kid just shit themselves outside. Go clean that shit up right now.
Dude, I've heard it's miserable to work there, though. Like, you can't be on your, like, you have to, if they see your phone in your pocket, you get written up.
In your pocket?
You have to put it in your locker.
Fuck, dude, it's that type of place?
Yeah.
That retail shit?
Why?
There's lockers in the back.
What if I have an emergency?
Yeah, fucking
well,
emergency.
Yeah, fuck.
Tough titty.
Yeah, they can call the establishment. Or fuck the establishment.
Bitch,
fuck
who the fuck answers the phones whenever someone calls Buc-ee's?
Right.
Y'all just have a fucking phone attendant?
No, what was that? What was that? That bit by Joe List where it was McDonald's. He was at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I didn't know you could complain at this type of establishment.
Yeah, no, at first he said, "There's a phone." The employees were looking around and said, "There's a fucking phone here."
That shit's
Really?
ringing.
And Buc-ee's like, who the fuck is calling Buc-ee's and why? What are you calling? What are the hours of operation? Well, actually, you can just Google that. You can just Google. You didn't
you
have
guys open. Google would let you know that we are always open, unfortunately.
Especially that specific one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't ever close. So, like, what could you even? I couldn't even think of one thing that you could even pop. Buc-ee's is such a
Hey, what's your gas prices right now? It's like, fuck you, bitch. Pull up and find out.
It's such a truck stop ass place. First of all, even if you were to complain, you're already a town over, if not multiple. Like, you're in another state. I'm calling about. It was like 6 hours ago. I'm actually don't live there. I was just in town for the weekend, but yeah, you got my my chopped brisket sandwich wrong. First of all, you pick which one you want.
Like there wasn't enough sauce on my chopped beef sandwich.
Sir, it's a gas station.
Sir, did you say sauce? That's a pre-made sandwich that had been sitting there for 4 hours. And you are making this call 6 hours later. So that is a 10-hour-old sandwich.
Gas station sandwich.
10-hour-old gas station sandwich.
Don't get me wrong.
You had the nerve to call and complain.
Don't get me wrong, though. I fuck with Buc-ee's sandwiches.
They're good.
And all the shit they have there. I mean, for gas station food, that's cream of the crop right there. That's like top tier gas station food. I'm not going to lie. So when I was on the way to Michigan, though, there was this gas station I stopped at. And the gas station had a Mexican food restaurant inside of the fucking gas station. I'm really sad we didn't stop on the way back because they had they had like horchata, they had like all the different juices and shit, right?
Right.
And then the prices were fucking on par too, cheap, like classic prices. I was like, I know this place. And there was like one dude there in the restaurant, chilling, eating his food, and he only spoke Spanish, and he was talking to the coworker, and they were just only. I was like, all right, I know this place is gonna fucking hit.
Right.
We weren't hungry though at the time. We had just eaten.
I mean, it's kind of like like what we talked about the other day. It's like whenever you pull up to Waffle House and the only person that's working the shift is outside smoking a cigarette, and they got to put that shit out and say, "Oh fuck," you know that shit's about to hit. You know that shit's about to go. It's like smack. You just like came across the person that was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make these guys night type shit."
Holy shit. Nah, it's just, there's telltale signs. You're like, nah, that shit. Like, 'cause I was looking over, I was like, there's just one dude here. It's about, like, the shop's about to close. I don't even know why this motherfucker's still here. This is his gas station. This is his spot. Like, he come here. This is his shit. Bro, like, the hamburgers were, like, $8. Or, no, they were, like, nah, I lied. They were, like, $6. They were, like, $6 for the hamburger. For the tacos, like, $2. For a gas station taco, that's pretty fucking cheap. And I know them, dude. I could just smell it too. I was like, I wish I would have tried it. Honestly, that should be next on the list. Try all the different gas station tacos. Not like the ones you go in and it's just like some shitty ones made, for like a restaurant,
Right.
inside of a gas.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Honestly, gas station food they should quit that. I get why they do it.
It's not the move.
They should stop. I get why they do it.
You're basically asking for the shits by indulging in anything from the gas station.
This looks pretty good. I did eat it. I'm not gonna lie, I did eat.
Whenever I hear someone say like, "I got this burrito from the gas station," I'm like, "You're a wild person."
Yeah. I did get a sandwich from the gas station. Honestly, that shit was terrible. I was so disappointed, bro.
Can you even be disappointed at that point? This sandwich is like $4. You're like,
that's what. I looked at it. I was like, yeah, this checks out.
This checks out.
I was like, that makes sense. That's my fault. That's my bad. I should have.
Yeah,
I should have known.
I mean, like, I would say Buc-ee's is probably on the more upper echelon of gas station food.
100%.
But it's still not the best.
I don't know. Sometimes I crave that fucking.
You go up to the little like menus, like
those brisket sandwiches with the pickles, bro. I crave them hoes sometimes. They're a little pricey. It's like $7, but
just go to like Papa's Barbecue or some shit.
It's more expensive.
I feel like it's not
$12 for a burger.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that. It's probably like 8.
11.
Nah.
It's for sure. It's
What
a
do you
restaurant.
get?
It's a restaurant.
You said a brisket sandwich?
That's just at least.
I don't know. I get
Nah,
like the chopped
dude.
beef sandwich.
You
It's
can't
like
even go to
$7.99. The combo's like 11, but you could get.
You can't even go to Whataburger and get a fucking a burger meal less than $9. You think you're going to Papa's Barbecue?
Meal though, because like you just getting the sandwich from Buc-ee's. So if we talk about just the sandwich, that bitch is like less than $7 at Whataburger for sure. And I feel like you could get some at
that blue cheese bacon
not
double
the
cheese
specialty, bitch.
It's $9.
Not the specialty, the one that they're trying to push.
Unless you use the Whataburger app and you can.
You too can receive the benefits.
Yo, sponsor me Whataburger, please.
Let's go.
Good. Honestly, though, if I were gonna get a sponsorship from anybody, Whataburger wouldn't. I'd wear the gear. I'd gear up every episode in the Whataburger. If they gave me a Letterman jacket, I hate those. I would still wear it with the Whataburger hat. I'd have the cup in hand, bro. Give me the T-shirt where it says "Class of Whataburger." I don't give a fuck. Oh.
I would too. I mean, why not? Because it's like
if I'm getting free
drip and free food, dude.
If they're like you get extra rewards, I would.
What if the like contract stated that you had to wear like a big ass like W costume every podcast, just in that bitch? Like,
honestly, when you think about it, Whataburger has a mascot.
They do.
It's like the weird.
Yeah,
it's like a weird.
Dude. I don't know what it is, but
it's a weird. It's just a. I think it's supposed to be a weird white dude. That's what it.
A weird white dude. He's like, we get so many of these at 3 a.m. We might as well just have him be our mascot.
Hold up, I'm about to look this. I gotta look up. I might bring it up whenever I edit post op. I always say that, but I get lazy. But we'll see. The fact that Whataburger has a mascot. Oh no, it's that guy. It's completely different than what I thought it was. Whataburger mascot's way scarier than I thought. Why is this guy dressed up?
Let me see.
fuck, dude. I thought I was honestly. I'm thinking of another fast food. The fact that fast food people have mascots, honestly, is just in itself awful. It's way worse than Andy's Orange.
Oh shit! What the fuck is that?
Like a hero. He's like a
Is
super.
he?
He's like a burger hero.
He looks like a super creep.
Yeah, he does.
Super creep. Super creep. He's super creepy.
If I had to wear that every time, I might do it.
What?
I'd probably do it.
Except for free food, anytime I want it, I'll wear the shit out of that costume.
Oh nah, bro. So there was a thing. It's a thing that's going on in Vegas, right? 4 lucky winners. I don't know if that's the proper way to word it, but that's what they said. 4 lucky winners have the chance to get a footlong sandwich tattooed on them.
I'm sorry. So I don't know if that's very lucky or not. So I'd rather fucking hit a slot machine.
But if you get the footlong tattooed on you, free Subway the rest of your life.
Rest of your life?
Yeah.
Lifetime of free Subway?
Yeah.
How big is it? Does it have to be a foot long tattoo?
Yeah. I think it was on your sternum or on your back.
No way, dude. I'm fucking no way, dude. No fucking way. So look, if it could be small and just like, if I could have a foot long tattoo, but is this up? And then I put a ruler next to it to make it like known that this is a foot long, not a fucking 6 inches. It's a foot. A 12-inch foot long tattoo on your fucking body. Dude, if it was on your sternum, that'd be so funny.
No, the worst part is you're sitting through that pain and all the bullshit. Just keep thinking, fuck, I'm getting a sandwich on my fucking body.
Real shit though.
Would you do it though for free? For Subway for life?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't do it?
No. I mean, I've had tattoos that I do want that I haven't gotten yet. I wouldn't get a tattoo I don't want.
Dude. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
but I don't know. Subway's probably never going out of business. There's one on every corner.
I feel like they have to have like a team of like hitmen that just like knock people off after they get their like 100th sandwich. They're like, yeah, we're not doing this for too much longer.
You walk into the restaurant. Like,
it's like you walk in for that 101st time. You're like, all right, time for my free sandwich. Look at my tattoo. They're like, get Tony. Tell Tony to come out here.
I imagine it more like you walk in, you're like, yeah, you know what time it is. It's like then the fucking workers are like, fuck this motherfucker again, dog, stop, and then just like lifts the shirt up like, all right, fucking just get everyone just sighs when he walks in like,
fuck this guy.
What do you want?
He's like, all right, well, so now that I've tried all the combinations, I'd like to refer back to number 53, please.
They're murdering you not because of the 100th sandwich. They just don't like your bitch ass. They're like, I'm tired of this motherfucker. Do I get 2 meals a day, though? If it's only 1 meal a day, that's kind of a ripoff. I'm getting a whole foot long. I might. But if I get 2 meals a day, that's kind of, you're set, bro. I could be poor and homeless. And I'm guaranteed a free meal.
I mean, you could turn a foot long into 2 meals. So if you could get 2 foot longs, it's really like 4 meals, or like a breakfast and then a like lunch, a 6-inch for breakfast, a 6-inch for lunch, and then a fat ass dinner for that 12-inch. You know what I mean? Just fuck it up.
I know some homeless person's really like hoping they're the lucky winner. That's fucked
fair.
up.
I mean, that's fair though. I mean, if you were homeless and you saw that, it'd be like, all I have to do is get a tattoo. Like, I wonder if you have to pay for the tattoo though.
Oh fuck.
Like, what? I mean, if they're like, I mean, we just wanted to see if you would do it. We'll fucking pay for it.
I mean, it said lucky winner, so I mean, how lucky can you be to pay for a sandwich tattoo?
One having to buy a tattoo that I don't want.
How lucky is it? You have to pay for that shit. Nah, okay, it's kind of weird though, because Whataburger also has a mascot, and it's a paper grocery bag with veggies hanging out the top. Remember when people used to use bags? Damn, I kind of want some Whataburger now.
Have you bought a fucking tall boy at a gas station recently?
Dude,
They still use paper bags.
my favorite thing about whiskey cake was
that they sell tall boys.
so I haven't sold one in a long time. I don't know if we still have them.
It was only 2. Like
No, because we had the
it was the PBRs,
but we had something else.
Lone Star.
It was the Lone Stars for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think we got rid of both,
Really?
which is kind of sad. Honestly, let me ask if we still have them, because I'm gonna be like, hey, would you like to try one of our tall boys? 'Cause I haven't had anyone ask me in a long time. And my favorite part about them asking for that shit was like he said, you go to the gas station, you buy a tall boy, they give you a paper bag. Whiskey cake is I would say, like a upper establishment. Like it's not shitty, you know what I mean? But we do candlelit shit at night.
It's like the high, I guess the highest of like
Casual
dining, because it's not like fine dining. You know what I mean? It can act as fine dining in some of the like what are they called, like pairing dinners and things like that. But other than that, just the main dining room, it's more of a casual like pub styled like place type shit, but
like a tavern style.
But it has like such like nice options as far as the whiskey, as far as the food, as far as like some of the
drinks,
some of the different like cocktails and things like that. To where is this a commercial?
So the highest end of cocktails, but I mean not fucking the highest,
the highest of the cocktails. Come over down to Whiskey Cake if you like cocktails.
The highest end of casual dining. But we would take the tall boys and we'd put them in paper bags. It was always other people I worked with hated it. They're like, it's so trash. I was like, that's why I love it. Because you give the guest who order the tall boy, like, yeah, here you go, you piece of shit. Here's your fucking tall boy. Enjoy it.
That shit's funny.
It's in a paper bag, like, and then people would always laugh. They'd be like, yo, you just get that hoe from the gas station?
Yes.
It's fucking hilarious.
Might as well have.
I loved it. Especially on July 4th. When someone would order.
No, it's beautiful because it's like, it comes out with. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that? Was that the cat?
Probably PB.
PB's right.
I did that. Definitely not the cat.
Oh shit! I don't know what that was. Anyways, it's funny because it's like on one tray of drinks you'll see like a beautiful cocktail with a nice garnish, a fucking smoked old fashioned setup, a fucking martini glass with a nice like olive in it, like garnished perfectly, and then just a fucking can of Lone Star with a paper bag around it. Oh, okay. BB, you okay, baby?
Sometimes when she scratches her like, because her nails are kind of long, so. Oh my god. Says I get my feature. That's really what she wanted. Oh, she gave, she said, "Dude, come here. You're getting the loves." That's my dog. Yeah. Hello. She's a little menace. She is a good girl for the most part, but she also gets into trouble. She said, "Nah, I'm good." But anyways, fuck. What were we on?
Whiskey cake.
Oh yeah. So then handing it to them, though, that was like July 4th when they would order a burger with chips and a tall boy. I was like, that's the meal of freedom right there. That's what freedom's all about. So you could come in here and order a burger with chips.
Or it's better when you see like a tall boy next to a fucking just a whiskey cake. It's like, this is the pairing you wanted today. You're a menace.
I'd like to pair my whiskey cake with a fine
you know
tall PBR, please.
You know what I love about the taste of dates? That I can drink a tall PBR next to it and absolutely hate my decision.
Dude, so the thing is about the whiskey cake, when you eat it, it doesn't taste like dates.
Right.
Unless you have it without all the sauce.
That's true.
It tastes exactly like.
That's true. You do need those other pairings for the like real
perfect
flavors to like come out, but like that, it is dates.
It's a fruit cake.
It's made out of dates. So
a fruit cake.
You're a fruit cake.
Like when people are like, "What is the whiskey cake?" It's a fruit cake. Cake made of fruit. If you told someone that, they're like, not. But it's toffee. Oh hell yeah! Now it has fruit in it. Yeah, that sounds awful.
It's our take on an English toffee cake. It's like, ooh, that sounds fancy. It's like it's actually just a fruit cake with some sauce and pecan.
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
basically, like that sounds fucking disgusting. But nah, going back to just culture in
There's
general.
a whiskey cake commercial.
Yeah, I mean, we fucking jumped around a lot on this Sam's Club. About fucking. But yeah, no, like Buc-ee's and all that. Don't get me. Like the thing is though, like you gotta brand yourself somehow. Like going into any shop, you gotta have at least one thing that sticks out. Coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to set yourself apart, and that's kind of where some like small businesses like have struggles because of like how difficult it is to do things like that. You have to have like marketing departments and be able to like understand what other markets are doing and how these dishes are being perceived and things like that. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of work, and it's, most companies that are on the smaller scale are just worried about the day to day. Are my employees going to show up today? Fuck, I have to do this shit by myself now. Fuck, like you know what I mean? Like I don't have time to be on Facebook wondering what this dish is being reviewed at. I mean, it's good whenever I do have time to do that, but it's not something I always have the time to be able to pay attention to.
I think about sometimes how Nelson was. Geos.
I mean, that was a character, dude.
But people came in. First of all, like, let me tell you, there's motherfucker.
Oh, let me tell you.
So people would come in like, "Can I get the Nelson special?" I'm like, "Excuse me." The fuck are you talking? The Nelson special?
Did you say the Nelson special? Yeah, I was like, I mean, if you want me to give you like a full Nelson right now, I could do that. Like fucking Master Lock.
You think this motherfucking junky ass server over here? It was so great. The manager was like, "Hey, let's
put this on the menu."
Fuck no.
At one point, they had like a little piece of paper up by the fucking host stand that had the ingredients for the Nelson special, so that if anybody called on the phone and was like, "Hey, I'd like an order for delivery. I want the Nelson special," the host wouldn't be like, "Yeah, I don't have a fucking button for that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." That shit's hilarious. I mean, that dude was interesting. He was a double, like damn near every shift. He would open the restaurant and then would close the restaurant.
No, he could have finished early, but he chose to stick around.
He was a double every shift. Like he would open the restaurant and then he would be off at 7:30, but be the last person that leaves the restaurant. Somehow, some way, it was like, I don't know what the situation was, but it was like he needed to be there at all times, at the break of dawn and all the way to the fucking closing shit. It's like it was kind of strange, but I mean, I guess I get it. He was doing extra work. He was doing other people's side work for no reason.
Holy shit, he would. He'd be like, "I got," and like, bro, why?
Like, don't worry about it. I'll mop. It's like, I didn't even know we had to do that. Like I didn't.
He did. Holy shit. That shit.
That place was, dude. One day we're gonna write a little sketch, like sketch.
You write a story
shows,
about that.
like
I mean,
a story about that place, dude. Because there was so many characters that we came across, including ourselves, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've worked in. Don't get me wrong. People could say any restaurant, any shitty restaurant. I think anyone would be like, that place is a fucking mess. Which Gio's was absolutely, but I think the dynamics there were. Because it was like a local mom and pop shop.
I mean, it still is pretty much.
Still is,
I think they're
mean,
the only.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna.
Right.
They don't need to, honestly.
They have a niche market.
Very much so. Like the area location is very fitting.
Yeah.
Like moving would be.
Well, not necessarily moving, but just like opening up another one. I mean, they could do it. It would just maybe not be as like profitable as this area because of just like the community they built around it type shit.
Never really got shitty tips there.
Nah, I mean, it was usually 20%. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tabs were never high enough for 20% to be a lot of money, but it was usually 20%.
Or, they tip better.
Sometimes better.
It would, yeah.
But, I mean, usually it's like a $5 to $10 tip.
Yeah, dude, I remember working there, you get a $20 tip, you're like, hell yeah.
Dude, I remember my first night working there, I got like a $60 tip type shit, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking incredible. The very next night, I made $60 total, and I was like, all right, that humbled me.
Life of a server, am I right?
It's just hilarious, but yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Life.
I just thought about it. Popping my little brain, popping my little noggin.
A little brain popper?
A little noggin, hitting, knocking around. Knock. Oh, it's a bad joke. Actually, this popped in my head just now too.
Okay,
I want to say
real good.
I want to say this one first. It's not safe for work right here. I'm gonna throw it out there. This is funny. There was a Twitter post where it was like
Damn, is that what that means?
NSFW.
I've never known what that fucking
Holy
acronym meant.
It's not safe
for work. I was
like don't open this around people.
I
type
was
shit.
like, not suitable for.
It's not safe for work.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
it's
you.
not to open it around people. It was a joke. It was like why do guys always like knock their dicks on like before they put it in or something like that? Someone said, well, you always knock on your door, knock on someone's door before you enter, right? I don't know how that shit. But yeah, okay, going in anyways. Was monkeypox.
I don't know where that came from, but all right.
Because I was talking about knocking around in my noggin, and that shit popped into my head.
You're a dickhead.
But nah. So monkeypox though. Thing.
Hell yeah. I know nothing about monkeypox. I mean,
So
I haven't done any
it
research.
gives you scabs, and really bad lesions all over your body, and then you'll run a high fever and be really sick.
So is it like in comparison to chicken pox? What are we looking at here?
It's like very similar.
I
Like
would
I
say
think
it's
chicken
probably-
pox is more like bumps and like itchy and shit.
Because
Monkeypox is that same thing, but like looks worse.
What's a lesion? What's the difference between like a lesion and when whatever the red dots were when you had chicken pox?
You ever have chicken pox?
I think so. I don't remember. I don't know, honestly. I'd have to ask my mom.
Like it's scabs. Like it looks just like scabs. It looks like bad, like red. Oh fuck.
Ew, gross.
Oh fuck, dude. I'm looking. Oh, dude.
Dude,
Oh.
dude, fuck, shit, bro, gross.
Holy shit, dude. Nah, this shit's fucking disgusting, dog. Holy fuck, I regret that.
I said
I regret that.
that's not suitable for work.
Yeah, that shit looks awful. It's supposed to be painful and itchy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm good on all that, boss.
Maybe. Going around. Going around.
Just fade out.
I'm good on that. Just not going around. Be careful. No, I remember right before when our coworkers caught COVID. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sick." It was crazy because I was sick before that, but I tested negative. Took 2 tests. I was like, "Ah," because he told me how he felt. I was like, "Nah." Like, nah. I was like, "Ah." Like I was like, "Explain them symptoms." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Well, I've been constipated. Is that is that going around? I heard that's going around too. I heard it's going around." I was like, "I don't think that's how that one works."
He's like, wait, whoa, go back. you just like out yourself for some shit that doesn't apply to anything we're talking about.
Yeah, he said,
It's like, I've been constipated. It's like, yeah, okay.
he said, "Nah, it's going around. It's going around. I heard people been catching it. It's the thing. Yeah, nah, I heard just last week so and so was like I don't. I think that's more of a dietary thing. Nah,
no. It's just in the air.
he caught it. They caught it. You know who? Oh, you know,
Them.
yeah, they over there.
Over there, those guys.
They caught it, and it was a whole thing. And then somehow I caught it, and I just haven't been able to get it. So it's been real rough out here. I don't even know.
You don't even know, bro? Yeah, I don't even know either.
Nah, but to wrap it back, I feel like once again we because we started on fucking was it grocery stores?
Something like that around there, in that vicinity.
Like
in that
why it was like why people love groceries, like Target and shit.
Like, yeah, it's like a culture.
If Target had a
around it.
deli, they'd probably change the game.
They don't have a deli. Pretty sure they have a deli.
Oh yeah, you would know if they did, right?
I work
You
in
work
like
there?
stocking, not the.
But the thing
They do have a
is,
deli
where
in the front.
now they have like fucking pizza. It's like pizza and shit.
Right next to that. There's like a deli. There's a deli that like
What?
quick fast shit, and then there's like the.
They have it like where the breads and shit. Yeah, they missed with that one though. Target just.
What are you talking about?
Do you ever see anyone standing in line to get stuff from the deli at Target?
I don't go to fucking Target.
My point's proof. You made my point.
Do you go to fucking Target? He's
No.
like, if Target had a deli, it's like, they have a deli. It's like, well, that shit's ass because nobody's ever in line, obviously. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about here? It's like the fact that you didn't know they had a deli proves you wouldn't know if there was ever a line at the deli.
It was good. I would have known.
Would you?
Be the talk of the town.
Would it?
Hey, I don't go to Costco, but I heard that pizza's good gas.
I've also never heard anyone say, "Hey, bro, HEB's deli, talk of the town." I'm hearing it from all over, baby. You gotta check that shit out. The line's out the door, but you know that's outside of the point. The point is that shit's retarded. You gotta go get you some of that.
Can't say that.
Why not? It's a good like. I feel like it's a good adjective in that way. You can't do that. Is that not? You can't say that.
It's just going stupid. Is that what you're saying? That's fucked up.
It's going retarded. Hell yeah, dude.
If you're saying something's going crazy or going stupid, and then you say it's going
What's
retarded.
the difference? No, I'm not saying like what's the difference between those words. I'm saying what's the difference? You're still calling somebody crazy or stupid or whatever. I mean, they're different words.
Can't call someone retarded.
I didn't say I wasn't calling someone retarded. I said the deli was going retarded because of how good it was.
It's a compliment, then I guess.
That's what I was saying.
Oh fuck, that was fucked up. But yeah, no, you're right. Like that shit's so good. If anything, I'm in support. I'm in support. Shit's so good, it's retarded. All right, that's what I'm gonna draw. But like that shit.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
But honestly, if you think about it, he's so in support of it. If it's like, it's so good. Like that shit.
Contextually speaking, no,
it was a
okay.
compliment.
It's cool.
Yeah.
We'll check our vocab.
Also, it kind of goes back to like what I was saying. So if I, not just now, but before, so if I were to fuck a handicapped person or crippled per se, would you say I'm supporting the community? Is that in support?
Is this crippled person a member of your community or another community? Are you like outsourcing?
The handicapped community.
Okay.
That if I want to, because look, this was the point. I was talking to somebody. I was like,
I mean, what's the intent behind it? Are you doing it just to like?
No, I really just I'm that in support of. I think because some people are like I could like that. You know, like they look at them and they're like, you know,
Them?
no, they look at crippled or handicapped people. And like, how would I ever, you know, be able to do anything with them? And I'm me being the hero, come in.
They're people too.
So, and this was the thing. Like, this is super fucked up. I'm going on a super fucked up.
He's like, look, I'm willing.
I'm not
willing to die on this.
I'm
hill.
not this much of a piece of shit. I promise.
Are you bleeding?
Where?
Like,
oh, right here.
On your eye?
Oh, right here.
Holy shit! What's going on with you? He said right here. No, the other part on your face that is bleeding.
Nah, yeah, I popped the pimple.
Oh, Dr. Popper's pimple popper.
Yeah, it's rough.
Pimples.
Rough out here. Thanks for drawing attention now.
You're welcome. I hope to see it.
But anyways,
you're lucky. It's like kind of like on the inside of your face, on this side, to where the camera's kind of like.
That's true. So, anyways, moving past that, on the more fucked up shit. So this is the thing. So someone was like, I play my part by not parking in handicapped spaces. But then I said, I pay my part parking in.
Oh, right.
I treat everyone equal.
Right. So as in like. You're saying that the handicapped person should park in the very back of the parking lot because that's how in support you are of seeing them as equals.
Yes,
absolutely.
I support. The thing is, when I look at anyone, I see them as logically
sound.
Yeah, them. Look at you. I'm like, honestly, when they're like, damn, they're like, nah, I've struggled my whole life. I'm handicapped. I'm like, what? I would have never guessed. So I shit on everyone the same. Not literally. I don't actually shit on.
He poops on people.
I don't.
He's an absolute maniac.
But I treat everyone. Think about it though. Who's worse? The person who treats everyone equally like shit, or the person who overcompensates being nice people because they feel, because if you didn't feel like they were less than, would you treat them differently? That's kind of a thought. If you thought, like, if you're looking at someone,
you got to be able to look down on somebody to feel like you
gotta overcompensate.
Exactly, right? Like, who put you on this pedestal above this other person? I mean, just because they have a disability doesn't make you any bigger, better, or stronger, or maybe stronger in some situations. And that's besides the point. But the point is this person is still a person across from you. Why should you be able to say like, no, we should do this because it's like we should be sensitive? It's like, man, fuck you, dude. I'm already crippled. Why are you like embarrassing me right now, humiliating me right now, type shit? Like, there's plenty of like people that are disabled who are like, I don't need your help, like type shit. Like, I don't want your help. Like, I can do this myself. Like,
As you should.
I mean, some people need
I
help,
think it's funny though. Shelby told me one time. I can't remember which way it was. I think someone was talking shit to her or whatever, and like being a dickhead because like they broke their leg or something. They're in a wheelchair. Shelby just pushed him over. But it's funny though because she's crippled now, so it's like
karma. Wait, was this before or after her accident or her
knees got fucked?
Yeah. Probably before, right?
Probably around the same time, I would say. Roughly.
That's instant karma.
Right?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's fucked up. No,
is it? I mean, you push over a person in a wheelchair.
Nah, but they were talking shit.
I mean, I get
and they weren't like bound to the wheelchair, so it wasn't like for the rest. Like they wasn't like you.
Jesus Christ!
You just basically pushed someone over who was playing crippled.
It wasn't a paralysis case.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they couldn't, just pushed them over.
It's still pushing over a
person. So this is where I'm at. If you're fighting someone in a wheelchair, do you go full force or do you hold back?
You have to hold back. Wait, what? Like, what are we talking about here? I mean,
but they're talking shit. They're talking shit.
Go full force,
they threaten your life.
If you go full force and you're
at it, a hate crime.
You're at it. Well, for sure.
Nah, but what if you're like they pulled out a knife and then you just them in the face?
Usually, like hate crimes don't get to like have the intent behind it. Usually, it's just like, I saw you fucking beat up a person in a wheelchair, you piece of shit. It's like he was threatening my life and my family. I don't give a fuck, dude. You beat the shit out of that guy. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's how a hate crime is committed. I feel like it doesn't really matter if the guy is talking shit or even has you at knife point and be like, dude, he's in a fucking wheelchair. Was he gonna roll up to you and stab you? Be a man. Run.
I was a man. I faced my fears. Take that.
Have you learned your lesson now, old man?
Nah. That's funny though. That's what's funny, honestly, about old people also. Like whenever they talk shit and they're crippled, or like they have a cane, you could just kick that shit and they would fall right down. Yeah, who's talking shit now, old man? Like, why are older people so bold to be like homophobic or racist when you could just push them over?
I mean, that's one way of looking at it. I was talking about this the other day. I was like, I'm not condoning racism or homophobic at all, but it's like I was telling somebody this the other day. I was like, imagine being like a coal miner for like 40 years and then like people telling you that like your mindset is wrong. It's like, dude, I fucking watched everybody that I know die in the fucking coals. I should have been right there along with them. I have lung cancer because of that job that I had to work. I don't give a fuck about what you want me to say or what you want me to think. I don't care.
It was like that Rick and Morty sketch where he goes, he's like, your people lost the boat. He's like, some of us have to work. We don't have a choice.
Right. So that's what I was saying. I was like, I'm not condoning that shit, but it's like changing like people's like that mindset is so hard because these people will not accept that they are ever wrong because they'll always tend back to saying like, I worked my fucking ass off just for you to fucking tell me that I'm wrong. Like, fuck you. It's like, it doesn't have to be like that, but because of like the hard times that some people have gone through, and I'm saying like some people because like I know that other people had it much worse than some other people during these same times and during now type shit, like with all the like the women's rights and abortion shit that's changing and shit like that. It's definitely in this current time showing that certain people can have it worse than others, and we are not really paying attention to that. But regardless, what it is like in that time you see how fucking hard people like had to be able to like survive through like wars, famine, depression, finance shit just being absolutely fucking destructive, and economics being absolutely destructive, healthcare being destructive and shit like that. Just for them to come out the other side, be a survivor of all the bullshit that they had to go through, and just for somebody to yell at them on their front lawn and be like, you should support this, you should support that. It's like, yeah, maybe I should, but I don't give a fuck about you. So leave me the fuck alone. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not condoning it whatsoever, but it's like hard not to understand that, because it's like if you talk to any of these people, they're so intolerant to change, so intolerant. It's like, no, you're not gonna tell me what to do. So no, that's not the way it is. This is the way life is. It's like that's your perspective.
I think it's the same thing, anyways. It's like you tell anyone what to do.
Right.
No one's gonna like it.
Exactly. I think that it's about the approach, but even then, like there's a certain level of intolerance that's based in just like not wanting to change your ideals, or not wanting to accept that maybe you've been operating under a false pretense.
I think it's just kind of like the. Did you ever see Gran Torino?
Actually, no, I haven't.
I'm gonna ruin it. All right,
you
so
do usually. Thank you.
Yeah, so here we go. Essentially, he's a racist old white dude, right? Old as fuck. Has this nice ass car, or whatever. And I think basically there's these Asian people that live next door, and kid, basically his cousins share in a gang, and they're like, "Oh, with us." Try to steal it. Dude catches him. Dude's racist. Calls him racist names and shit, but ends up taking him under his wing, helping him out.
Okay.
Like makes him like clean as shit, all the shit. Doesn't like do anything, but then also like ends up taking his sister under his, like looks out for him.
Okay.
Still a piece of shit. Dude's a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit his whole life. His family hates him.
But he's just like looking out for these two people that have like kind of like
And he ends up
dropped into his life type shit.
Yeah, he ends up like helping him out at the end and shit. Basically like saving them. Their cousins were
right.
terrible people, like saving them from that lifestyle and everything.
Kind of
Essentially,
pulling them out of that world type
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Dies, but ends up leaving his car.
Oh shit.
The kid.
Damn.
Like but then like his family, what the fuck? Like that should go to us, but it just will.
Right.
Left it to him. What the fuck? Why? Who the fuck is their whole life? It's kind of just like one of those things. Someone who's intolerant the whole life, but it does take certain moments.
Right.
Okay, maybe I have been a piece of shit my whole life.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It's like there are like fucking people out here that are like swaying KKK members to like leave the fucking Klan and be like try to amend for the things that they've done and shit. It's like those people that have been in the KKK. It's like there's full of hatred, full of like all of the, what's the word? It's like fuck. Bigotry, full of like all kinds of like different I guess hatred just covers it, but like basically it's like there's so much hate in these people's hearts that they have literal like organizations of hatred towards other people, other beliefs, other systems of thought. And it's crazy because it's like this is just like a person that eventually went down a road that led to here type shit. Like a person like you or me that had an education that led to them thinking this is the way of life that they should be partaking on. Like that's kind of a crazy thought, because it's like it's like the fucking joke of, I forgot whose joke it was, but he was saying like, oh, it was Mark Norman's joke. He was saying like, do you ever think about how close you are to being a pedophile? Like it's statistically speaking, there's probably got to be 2 in this room, right? So he's like, he's like, this is how close it is. It's like whenever I was in 6th grade, I liked 6th grade girls. Now that I'm older, I like older women. Whenever I was in 6th grade, I liked grape juice. I still like grape juice. See how close that is?
no. Well, he said, now that I'm older, I like wine, but I still like grape juice.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's like in this scenario, it's like how close could you or I have been to being in that lifestyle, because it is just another way of life that people trend towards. And it's weird because it's filled with like all this like hatred, but it's also like a community of hatred. So like people trend towards it. It's also like in cult shit. It's like, where is that shit based out of? Just people wanting to connect with other people and not really knowing which way to go about it. And then it getting caught up in all these different beliefs and then doing shit that you probably wouldn't have done beforehand. You know what I mean? It's so weird, but it's like kind of hard to ignore, if that makes sense.
But the fact that it happens.
Right. The fact that like people like trend towards down these roads and like what it can lead to.
I mean, to not understand why is definitely dumb in a way. I guess that's where the line kind of draws at times, where people are like, I just don't get it, or just don't. I think that's a lot of the time. I mean, it was just like that conversation.
Hurt
we
people.
have-
People.
What?
Well, not what you're talking about.
No, what we were talking about the other day was just like some shit on the internet happens. Like, I can't like believe that happened. Really, you can't believe some dumb shit happened on the internet.
Right.
Really, you can't believe. Like, you're so caught up in whatever happened. Like, all right, let's be real. You're just like, oh, that's so bad. We should condemn it. Yeah, but you don't understand where that.
You don't understand where it stems from. It's kind of like,
Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like,
it's
where are you
kinda
coming
just
from?
like looking at things for their surface value instead of understanding like the background of it. And it's not to condone it, but to be able to understand it is to see like how a person can develop in the wrong ways, to see how a person can go down routes that we should not like trek, because it can lead to horrible, horrible things. And so whenever you think about things like that, and it can get uncomfortable. It can get to a position where you're like, fuck, this is some fucked up shit that we're talking about. But that's a real thing that is existing. That is a real person out there that is taking part in their lifestyle, eating a breakfast sandwich in the morning and going out and dissecting people and trying to like being like, even fucking like serial killers. It's like, they'll have cereal in the morning. Like, this is a person that we're talking about that decided that along the way they needed to go kill people. Like, that is a thing.
I don't know. I kind of think about it. A lot of those things kind of go checking back to when I was not to be. It's just so crazy to me because it was just in Shane Gillis's special, we kind of make some jokes, not like at special needs people. You know what I mean? Like about them. Some people would probably get offended, right? But he's like, look, I've coached these kids. I spent a lot of time with these kids. I help these kids. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, yeah, nothing, right? Like, oh, you want to, because, like, when he said one of the jokes that people were like, he's like, listen, I do my part. What do you do?
Right. And it was
like,
another part of his special where he was talking about, like, his family. Like, he was, like, it's like telling jokes about, like, how fucked up, like, some of his family was.
Oh, his sister did heroin.
Right. And he was like, he said something, and somebody was like, he's like, look, chill the fuck out. I'm talking about my family here. Like,
my sister.
It's my sister. It's not your sister. It's not your mother. It's nobody that you even have ever met. A woman that I've dealt with my entire life.
But yeah, no, it's just funny because everyone wants to be offended, but it's like, all right, chill the fuck out. What do you like?
Your trigger word just came out, but you weren't listening to any of the context, and you just kind of inserted yourself into this as if he was talking to you, about you, or with you of anything that happened. It's weird because people like attach themselves.
It's weird in any instance where it's just like whether you're talking about any underrepresented group. You can't like pinpoint anything because there are offensive things, right? But then there's people within those underrepresented groups that would find that shit hilarious, or probably even joke even further than you would even think about going, and probably joke about that shit because I mean they cope with however their instances with that type of.
And it's also like the different faces that people have. Like I can't in public show that I just enjoyed that joke type shit because of how it might affect my image. Like, bitch, what? Like, did you think it was funny? Like, I think about kind of like the fucking Will Smith and Chris Rock shit. He fucking laughed at that joke, and then he looked over. He's like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have laughed at that. I got to get up. I'll slap this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was funny to him. He's like,
Yep, and then that caused more strain on his life.
But still, what I'm saying is like there's different faces that people have because of different images that they think they have to uphold, and it can lead to routes.
The joke was funny, but that's when people are like, that's fucked up. I mean, the joke was fucked up, but also, I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there with alopecia that's probably like, dude, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Right.
Someone with alopecia out there is probably like, holy shit.
Got him.
Damn. Funny as fuck.
I mean, yeah, because I don't know. I feel like
you can't hit every group, and you can't.
There's always going to be somebody that's offended by anything that you say. Even if you say God is good all the time, I'll be like, nope, God doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, hold on. That was not the portion of this conversation that you needed to react to. Why are you even reacting to this? I was just throwing that out in the universe type shit.
I just think it's always weird. People who are not affiliated with anybody are like knowing getting offended for things that they are not even remotely a part of.
Right.
or even know anything about. And that's the weirdest thing for me is always, bro, you don't even. That's why whenever I made the joke earlier, I was like, all right, like I don't like it's cool. It's not cool. It was fucked up. It was kind of fucked up for sure. I'm not gonna deny that. But also, half the people who'd be like, it's like, all right, dude. How many people on the daily are you fucking with that are gonna be mad? Like, how many on the anybody?
It's more so like, who are you offended for? Because it's not you. Like, who are you doing this for right now?
Like I said, I am so supportive.
Right.
Like no, for real though. I am so supportive of everyone. I treat them with as much respect I can, given the type of person. That's true. That's genuine. That's genuine respect, genuine love. Instead of giving more love towards somebody because I feel like I have. Food for thought.
I mean, that's fair though, because it's like nobody. I mean, people could try to tell you about yourself, but it's like, well, you gonna tell me that in person? Like, do you want to have that conversation? Because like, I feel like you just are gonna hide behind a keyboard and say what you think you might need to say. But if you want to have that conversation, we can have that conversation.
I've seen it happen too many times though, where it's like people are like one way and then they try to overcompensate, nice because like of something that and whatever the case may be. You just look, you know, really cringe. Like other people may not notice it, but you're just like, what? Like that's so ingenuine.
Right, and it's always noticeable. Like if you're paying attention, it's noticeable whenever you make that switch. Like, oh my god, like don't care. Like you don't know what to say right now because this is heavy in your mind, but I deal with this on the daily. So like,
and that's what I'm saying. And in that moment, usually it's like someone I like, not the person that's acting ingenuine, but like the person that acting ingenuine too is someone I know. And then I'll fucking say some shitty joke, and I'm like, all right, yeah. That just goes to show you.
I just needed to check your. I just needed to test
see where
your
you
chin
at.
real quick.
And see where you were at, and then like there'd be like a laugh, you know, like we'll laugh like whoever I'm with that I know, like you laugh it off, and then fucking like the other person's like, what? You're like,
confused.
Yeah, like what's going? Yeah,
Absolutely confused.
See, you don't have to pretend
hilarious.
to be a person for people to like or to act like you care.
Exactly.
You can just care. You can just care. Like you could just care.
It's
and be a
okay,
good
too.
person. Yeah. Like you could just care. You don't have to act like you care. You know what I mean? There's two different things. Being there and caring is a different story than pretending that you care. I can make shitty jokes all day long and still care and be there as a person. You know? I think that line is
I mean, that's fair because it's like people don't even really like some people, not everybody, but some people don't even really know what it's like, what it like means to care for a person type shit. It's like it's easy to say like this and that and be the person who's like, oh, I fucking love you guys, but it's like you're not that person. So like it's hard to be the person who actually says what they means and mean what they say and does what they say they will do type shit for everybody, not just select few people. It's hard to be that person. You know what I mean? It's full accountability, full organization, full of the availability to know that whenever you tell somebody something, you mean it. How many people do you know like that?
Exactly. It's funny though, because it's just like whenever I'm like, I'll make a joke about my like not a, well yeah, I mean kind of a joke about my dad being dead.
Okay.
And they're like, someone, I'm like, it's my, like, chill the fuck out. Like, it's like my family. Like, like, I'm not sad about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I just made a joke.
Because they
like,
they take that piece of information, they attach it to whatever they think that means. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know that the second part of that is that I've also had like a great like father figure in Neil like for the majority of my life.
Yeah.
And so relatively, I've never been without, and I've always had a loving family to back me up and everything type shit. So it's like they don't know that, so they just take that first part and they plug it where they think it fits. Like, you must have had a shitty childhood then because this and this means this. And it's like, wait, where are you going with this? Like, you don't even care about the truth here. You just think that piece of information means whatever you think it means, and now you're treating me as such.
Dude, I know so many people that have been through so much dark shit, bro.
Right.
And they still will laugh at this shit. And we'll joke. We'll all joke about it.
Right.
But like once again, I mean, you can't joke about it if you don't know. Like you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know them personally, you shouldn't.
It's not customary. It can maybe be seen as a little like, yo, what the fuck?
No, but people do see it. Like when we do joke, like why are you joking about that? All right, once again, it's like calm the fuck down. This
Comedy
is our lives
knows
here.
no limits, baby.
These are our lives. We can talk about the shittiness.
Look, I gotta deal with my demons whenever I die, not you. Let me say whatever the fuck I want to say, however fucked up. No, that shit's silly though.
Nah, for sure though. Like it's funny. I don't know. People always want. Like we can wrap it up there. Honestly, I just had that last little bit. I had to get it out there because I thought it was fucking hilarious. But it did lead to some good points also. This has been Fine and Fucking Dandy with Doofus. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah, baby!
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
We fucking did
We
it.
finished
Hooray.
it. We did an episode. Another one in the books. It's
Bookulars.
We've booked them.
Book your
Episode
marks.
80, baby. We're here.
Is this 80?
80.
This is 8-piece?
80.
80.
We're 80, dude. Let's fucking go. Catch you next
Damn,
week, ladies and
we
gents.
really ate for our 80th.
Fuck
Let's
yeah,
go,
dude.
baby.
Catch you next week. Later, guys.